And every once in a while, I'd get on they would let me get on there and do the ticket call, and you get to use your airline voice and say good morning, everybody, and welcome to American Airlines Flight 1034, full service to Dallas Fort Worth. Right now, the weather is 82 degrees. Blah 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 blah. And you say at this time, we will be seating all passengers who require some extra help, young children, and any veterans. Again, at gate 23B, we are seating any of those that would need help, children, and any military flying today. And then you wait. It said, good morning, and thank you for choosing American Airlines Flight 23, nonstop service to Dallas Fort Worth. We'll be now seating in sections D and C1. D and C1, if your booking pass is labeled with either one of those, please step forward and form a line, and we'll get the rest of you here just in a little bit. We're getting ready to go. Looks like takeoff is going to be on time at 10:15. Again, thanks for flying American Airlines.
Damn, son.
Yo, there you go. Last call. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and this is last call, Flight 23, nonstop service to Dallas Fort Worth. Again, last call. Anybody with a boarding pass, now would be the time to get onto the airplane. And thank you again for flying American Airlines.
What do you say when somebody loses something, or like there's like a missing person?
Oh, I've never done a missing person. I've never done anything like that. And I've never stopped the airplane. But see, I was always outside.
Okay.
Driving. I was always pushing it back, or I was walking the wing. When they put me inside the gate, that made me mad. I like to be out on the airplanes. It was a good time. It was a really good time.
Until my mom's an air traffic controller and my uncle works TSA.
So your mom gets to do the airline voice, or she gets to do the actual pilot voice.
Yeah.
My mom's a freaking flight attendant.
Your mom is?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome.
That's weird.
I would love to be a flight attendant, but I hate flying. Oh, I do with a passion. I hate it. I've been on so many airplanes that nearly weren't airplanes anymore. That I know. No. Well, see, I worked on.
Are you scared of them like crashing or what?
I just know how they work, you know. But I know the ones today are so modern. The ones I worked on were like literally developed in the 40s. The B-52 and the KC-135.
Okay.
So a B-52 has 111 foot wingspan, and when you fly, the wings actually flap.
It's crazy.
And it sounds like at any time one of those wings is going to fall off. It is horrifying. It is horrifying. And they think it's funny. They think it's just a great time. And they will actually do things on the airplane that make it sound like it's ripping apart, and just go, "Oh my God, you guys hear that?" And like, dude, not funny. Not funny.
That's messed up.
It's messed up. Well, they have a I don't know, you've ever heard of St. Elmo's fire?
No, what is that?
St. Elmo's fire is when an aircraft is landing, usually, if it goes over a body of water or any place that has a higher electron count than the place you're flying into, you build up a static electricity charge all over the airplane, and the aircraft's skin will actually start to look like it's burning.
No snaps.
That's called St. Elmo's fire. Well, when you don't know what St. Elmo's fire is, and you're flying on a tanker, landing it at over Lake Worth, and all the crew members, it's nighttime, and all the crew members start losing their minds and act like we're dying, and you look outside and the airplane's blue, you tend to make a little piss in your pants.
Little blue airplane piss.
And the first time that I was in that, I thought that was it. I thought it was it.
Yeah.
I thought it was dead.
Damn.
Those dudes laughing so hard.
Because they don't, I mean, they say like everything's going to be all right on the intercoms, right? When like stuff like that happens.
Well, you know, there were times when they just don't have anything to say because none of them can get up.
Oh.
I was on an airplane from Biloxi, Mississippi to New Orleans, and right there in the Gulf, there had built up a thunderstorm, and it was like a hurricane-sized thunderstorm. It went on for 100 miles, and the captain got on and said, we go. He was like, I can't do anything about this. What's going to happen is just going to be horrible. But if we don't try to get over this storm right now, we're going to have to turn back around and we don't have the fuel.
Damn.
So all of a sudden, and if you've ever flew, you know, you go like this, you go like this, you go like this, and you go like this. We're at 30,000 feet like this. And the airplane, it just isn't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So he levels it off, goes into a little bit of dive because he's trying to get up speed to get up again, and a vacuum opened up the cloud. We fell 10,000 feet straight down.
That's crazy.
And then
were people screaming?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't scream because I had actually sucked my butthole up into my mouth. I had sucked it through the seat. The seat cushion was in my mouth. And what was funny is I was in the very last seat of the very last row. And the only seat next to mine was the one for the airline attendant. And she sat down and we started doing the the up air disco this way and that way, and it was terrible. And she looked at me and said, "Oh my gosh, honey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Nope, I don't think any one of us are okay." She goes, "Is there anything I can do for you?" I was like, "Yeah, miracle this fucking airplane on the ground." Yeah, that's what I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "We're sitting up here in this fucking tin can being blown around in 200-mile-an-hour winds. I'm fine.
I'm good, too good.
I didn't want to die this way, but I'm good."
Did it get like reported in the news or anything like that?
No, that wasn't even considered there wasn't even an in-flight emergency at the end. Which normally when you go through something like that, they'll, in case something broke while you're doing all that, jumping and jiving, they'll call an in-flight emergency so that they'll get the fire department equipment out in case there's anything that was broke.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what was your job again at
the Air Force?
Was this where you did all this work at?
That's where I flew the military jets.
Okay.
Was in the Air Force. I was in from 86 to 90.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so how do you feel about missing aircraft? Like certain aircraft, like commercial airlines, or I think it was like a commercial airlines.
Like type shit.
And they'll just like go up missing. Yeah.
You know what? I'm a huge conspiracy theorist.
Ooh, let's hear it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
So I mean, that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. I mean,
what?
That's all I'll say.
What?
There's too many right now to comment on.
Bro, hit us.
Too many to comment on,
there are two that.
Too many.
There are two that are set in cement in my head.
Okay.
And nobody will ever be able to tell me different.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
And we can argue about them all day. It's fine, and whatever. No matter what you say, unless you have some kind of documented and certified proof, there's no way you'll change my mind.
Okay.
9/11.
Okay.
9/11. And I don't have the written proof, but I can show you the written documents where two of the flights that were supposedly taken hostage and slammed in the buildings. Two made it, two didn't. They say the two that didn't crashed here, and then one was flown to the Pentagon. But if you've looked at any evidence of the Pentagon was hit by a cruise missile, and there's no disputing it. But they learned that the live feed. And now you guys were, how old were you guys?
I was in the 5th grade.
5th grade, Javon?
Well, me and Raven are the same age. So.
Okay, so you're probably in the 5th grade then, right around. So I'm grown, and I got called into court. So I got my uniform on with the court, and standing in the break room, because everybody was in the break room. I'm like, what the hell is everybody in the break room? Well, they're watching this plane plow into the World Trade Center. 10 minutes later, I'm still standing there, another plane. How? Well, what nobody knew at the time was that there was a 4-second delay. There was a 4-second delay in the filming, and they had time to edit. they had time to edit the live feed that went out that showed not only were they were correct aircraft, they weren't no drones or anything, but beside each aircraft, and it must have been shot or launched from the aircraft, there are explosive devices. They found thermite plasma residue at the scene at 9/11, actually the first tower, where it actually had been used. Thermite plasma is the hottest explosive you can use, which would have caused both buildings to fall in on themselves on their own footprint. Otherwise, it would have been impossible. It was found there, and as soon as it was found, the two guys that found it and were getting ready to present it to the World Trade Center Commission Board, dead. They're dead, and the samples that they had are gone. Rather than it be called a crime scene, all the evidence was scooped up as much as they could, as fast as they could, and shipped over to Iran and sold to the lowest bidder.
Why?
Because they didn't want any of that wood. I'm thinking Axis. They didn't want any of that steel examined. They knew it. They knew that they had cut beams. They'd placed thermite plasma in it. It was a big demolition job. There were so many people that should have been, like all the airplanes on the East Coast, were all sent into Canada to do a drill with the Canadian Air Force, and then the two jets that sit on the East Coast, the two F-15 that sit on the East Coast, in the middle, right there down south Washington. Anyhow, were scrambled to 2,000 miles out over the sea, where they found nothing. So yeah.
How's that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel really one way or the other, because it's like controlling God. I have no control, and if they want to pull something like that, I know that my government's willing to do whatever they think needs to be done to get richer or whatever's their agenda is of the day. And I know that but I don't think any government can be trusted, because absolute power it corrupts absolutely. So it's like it's just not in my hands, man.
Yeah.
And all I can do is try to use the voting system to pick the right goofball. Right? Because that's all it is anymore, is goofballs. You had that one angry man that was married to Bill Clinton and Trump. What are you going to do? So you just try to educate yourself and try to vote. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
I gotta be honest, I didn't vote.
Neither did I.
I haven't voted since I've been allowed to vote.
Because you are, I mean, even with my generation, we're starting to get, the idea that it doesn't help. My vote doesn't help, because we don't know if they're really even counting the real votes anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how we're being taken. They're picking the president that they want. They say that, Trump lost the popular vote but gained the electoral. I don't know. I mean, who knows? That you see the little digital counters going, well, I don't know where those numbers are coming from.
Right.
But I know if they needed to cheat it and they needed one or the other to win, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
Anybody that gets put in office isn't there because everybody there don't want them there. I mean, but it's also, as far as when it comes to other countries and us being assaulted or whatever, attacked or terrorized, it also shows that my government will do whatever it takes to defend us too. And that's I think that's the fine line of, are they crazy or are they geniuses?
Yeah.
Because you don't know. We're starting war. We start war anywhere we need to start a war. We start coups. We overthrow governments. We kill dictators. Because we think we need to keep the balance. And I think they do the same thing here. If somebody stood to make too much money or stood to do this, that, the patent would disappear, the person would die. So crazy or geniuses.
Damn.
Damn, son.
That's fucking knowledge for the vlog, y'all.
Knowledge.
Hey, you already know where you gotta come. Zayday. Only spitting facts, alright? I'm gonna have to start a freaking podcast now, alright? A my guest Ron on here, spitting straight knowledge to the people.
No, we don't have to call no more, right?
They don't even call
We don't got that live calling no more.
Call it. Let's take a night call. Caller, you're on the air. Morning, Ron. How you doing, baby?
Big Nicky on air.
Yeah. Gonna get my cheese doodle.
That's freaking crazy.
How you
What's
doing?
up? All right. What are we getting? Remind us again. We're getting axes. Let's get it.
Wheel, right?
Yes.
It's credit.
Yes. Yes.
Nope, I did that last time.
I do that every time.
You guys get you one.
Oh, snaps.
You guys get you one, I'm gonna get me one.
I'm getting one of these sets too. Just
A little baby one?
it's a plastic handle. This way, so when people want to, when we want to do trick shots and stuff, we're not breaking
Well,
our wood.
that end. I've got one out at
That makes sense.
I got one out at Ragnarok, and I've had 2 or 3 ladies already throw it, and they loved it.
Really?
Yeah, well, sometimes their hands are a little bitty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Little bitty girl hands, yeah.
Marty just doesn't understand the girl hands.
Well, we're not
You
up
can stop that
to
sentence. You can stop that sentence with Mark doesn't understand.
these. Apparently, aren't up to waddle standards.
Which we don't.
Oh. Well, yo, we're going to be the first ones to change it. Well, I mean, what does it matter? Like, they're not competing.
Yeah.
What does it matter if it's not up to standard?
That's what I'm getting at.
That also needs to be something that could be discussed.
When you're able to help them work more efficiently, more
Oh, snaps.
Oh, I was supposed to get coupons from Dean.
The 20% off.
Yeah.
Nice job. Now we're gonna go broken. It's your fault.
They're
Hey.
actually.
Do it. Yeah.
What are we looking for?
Well, he said we need to get a grinding wheel.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can put a grinding wheel on that.
All right.
Oh yeah, you can. Right now.
We can ask somebody.
Right now.
And what's the grinding wheel for?
To sharpen axes.
We were sharpening
Okay.
axes with him, buddy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take. we need to, and I don't know what size that thing is. Though.
All right. Do we want to go get? Like,
No, we'll just go get a couple and bring one back. No, wait, that says it fits that. That fits that hand. No. Excuse me, sorry. You want one that goes on the table, but. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's it right there. No, that's a grinding wheel.
This.
Let's just get a couple. We'll get a 4 and a 4.5 and see if it even works.
okay.
Because these don't go on that. You know what? I'll come back.
Okay.
Well, they're only $2 a piece, but I'll come back. That's so stupid. This guy doesn't shit.
All right. Do we need screws? We need.
I think we need screws.
We need screws? Get some screws.
Grab some screws, man.
Get some
Where the screws at?
I don't know where the screws at. That's why
So
I
you
told you
just
to
gonna
get
send
them.
me
That's
on
why
my
I
own
told
to find them?
Look for fasteners. So probably on the other side.
Alright, we're gonna go on an adventure. We're splitting off from the team, splitting up like Scooby-Doo. Alright, let's check it out.
I was just telling that I got this girl before, and I was together since 3 years, and I was not even cheating her or what. And Facebook arrived, and she wanted me to accept her on Facebook, and I don't want it because I was like in front of her, and she told me like accept me on Facebook. It was virtual, means no sense. So I said I'm in front of you. I don't need to accept you on Facebook. She started to be crazy. She thought that because I didn't accept her, she thought I was cheating. She told me like it's over. I can't believe you. I said, come on, you're crazy. So like, I'm in front of you. I'm every day here in your house, but it means like it's jealousy, pure jealousy, for nothing, you know. virtual thing.
I got work today?
Fucking this bitch, right?
I thought you.
Yo, you know what? I think I've been looking at the other schedule.
Yeah.
Or did you sign me?
Bro, today.
I've been.
Same.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm looking at the wrong schedule.
Yeah, bro, you got open throw today.
Okay.
I mean.
Oh man, I don't have my shirt though.
I don't. You know what? I didn't bring money.
And I don't have black pants. Dude, I'm so out of character right now.
It's alright. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs real quick and take care of the pets, and I'll meet you guys over at Axis.
Yep, dude.
Sweet.
Yabba dabba do. Alright guys, apparently I have work today and I guess I forgot because I've been looking at next week's schedule instead of like this week's schedule. And I'm scheduled for open throw, so I gotta go and do that. And I'm just like, I'm out of character, dog. Like, look, I don't have the shirt. I ain't got the pants. Like, people are gonna be super confused when they see me, man. But I'm gonna make it work. Raven's bringing the Switch, which is gonna be lit because I was like, low-key wanted to play that shit. She don't have no games. You should have told her to bring a game. Damn it, it's too late, she's pulling out. What else? Yo, so when we went, I guess, did I say that I wasn't going to be, that I was going out? I think I did. I had time to say that. Plans changed. I had to go out. Well, I didn't have to, but Raven invited me to go to the warehouse place that we went to. Not the warehouse, but the little freaking tool center place. And I went just because I didn't want to stay home all day. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, self-consciousness. Okay, so I got a little self-conscious in the store. I'm not gonna lie, but I tried to power through it. Like what I did, I just walked in, I was just recording, just like the place, you know. I was just recording the place, you know, trying to ease into it. And I think I talked on it a little bit. I think I shot a lot more of Ron and Raven than I should have. Like, I don't know if I should have focused on me more. See, this is the self-consciousness that I was thinking about, like, while I was doing this. So, I don't know, I'm working on it, guys. But let's go to work and make this money. All right, guys, we got some nice going on. You guys want to be on my vlog? You guys want to be on camera? What's your name? Can you state your name for the camera?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Sam.
Sam, what are we doing here today?
Well, starting off that with some work on going to some nose spins and half spins, but keep it first. Yeah, that one.
It's called the thunder technique when it's real loud. It's used to stun your opponent. That way you're hoping the next one sticks in them. There's the thunder technique. Now here comes lightning. Get ready.
I want to throw one. Did I try this one? How'd you throw it, Ron?
Yeah.
Well, I did it
I was thinking like this, like a
but
freaking.
you really, I tried to not make it flip, and it didn't flip. So I tried to overdo it, and.
Shout out. Which one do you prefer? Can I throw this one?
Yeah, you can. I haven't wrestled it very much.
I think I could get the hang of that.
I think you could.
Yeah.
Ron is our champion shotter here.
Ooh, ooh, hey. That's badass.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Beverly.
I like this.
Yeah. 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 Who the jiggy nigga with the gold links? Got me reminiscing about my old days. 3-6 sucker nigga dick, no foreplay. All day, booming out the trap through the hallway. Tell me what you niggas know about. Auntie saying turn it down, or she finna call the cops. We been plotting on the op, she the one who got the drop. Just a free quick fix it up, and it's okay. They gon' take me back to my old ways. I was tryna chill, pop the sales ever since I got a deal. Kick it with my model chick, sick Chris. Fuck niggas wanna diss, now I gotta let them know it's really drill. Lord pretty Flacco Jordy. Dirty fuck niggas, how you been? Crushing 9 minds, niggas talk 9 every now and then. On the south, giving style 9 times out of 10. Flacco, Jordy, Jordy, Flacco, Jordy, Flacco, Jordy, Flacco, Jordy. I ain't never looking for no handouts. Broke ass niggas never helping with their hands out. Find out where the fuck nigga live that we camp out. Screaming fuck the world, never catch me with my pants down. Always been a stand up guy, rather stand out. Grab some and stand swim for dishing with my bands out. I'm the trillest one to do it since pimp, nigga hands down. If a nigga put his hands on me, that's a man down. Trick what? Pimps up, hoes down. Oh now, slow down. See they running with my old style. Grove out, gold smell, you old now. Thugging with my old style. It's a shame how they low down. Dirty like Adidas on my sneaker feature. Trapping through the speaker, Pete the beeper, ringer. Turning off phones just to reach him, gotta beep him. I'm a lord, motherfucker, better greet him if you see him. Lord, pretty Flacco Jordy. Dirty fuck niggas, how you been? You crossing 9 miles, niggas talk 9 every now